This is Krista Marshall from MarshallStudioPhotography.com, and here's baby Noah. He's 3 months old. He's going to be hanging out with us today as we make this video. So today we're going to talk about how to use social media, why it's important to use social media, what you can do to use social media, all that stuff. So today is everything social media, alright? So for example, I'm a graphic designer, and how do I get my products out there for people to see? How do I get the word out when I make a new product? So this is what I do to get my name and the word out about things that I do, especially social media. So if you're a graphic designer, if you're an artist, if you're a soap maker, if you're a cook, if you have a blog, you know, these are good habits to be in all the time. Okay, so let's get started. So, for example, I have Society6.com, which is my main graphic design website. People can order prints from me. You can, order bags, anything with my design. So there's a number of designs down here that you can, different products you can choose from for my design. So when I upload a design, yes, it goes on Society6, but how do people know about it? So the first thing I do is Pinterest. Okay, so I pin it. There's another site called Want Need Love or Wanilo. So I do it to there. I also have a Twitter feed that it goes to there. Then I have a Facebook page set up. So every time I make a new product, I'm pinning it, I'm tweeting it, I am Waniloing it, whatever the word for that is, and I have a Facebook page. And I have an Instagram for it. So every time that I do something, I'm going to be, doing all those things. It's a lot of legwork, and it takes me about maybe 30 minutes to get the word out about my new products. After the additional, posting the product and making it look nice and doing all the photos for it and all that stuff. So it's an additional 30 minutes per product that I post, but it's totally worth it. Okay. Oh, and then I also have an Etsy store. So let me go to my Etsy store. So I have about 7 or 8 different ways of getting the word out about a new product. Okay, so let's go to my shop here on Etsy. I have 2 shops on Etsy, but this is just going to be my graphic download one. So you see, here's the very same product on Etsy. People can download it for a certain cost. Every time that I have it, look, I can pin it, I can tweet it, I can Tumblr it, which I don't have Tumblr, but I heard a lot of people do, and like it on Facebook. So all of that is connected to that. So that's just with my graphics. With my photography, which is my main thing that I love doing, blogging has been my greatest way of getting the word out about my photography, getting the word out about what I do, who I am as a person, why people want to work with me, all this stuff. So here I am on my main site. Let's go to the blog. So a lot of people don't think blogs are very helpful. Why do I need a blog when I have Instagram? Why do I have a blog when there's Facebook? Well, blogs help you get really high on SEO ratings for Google, which is great. So every time that you post a blog post, you can write a blog about anything. You can blog about your soap thing. You can blog about your gym. 10 ways to look good in photos. 5 different diets you can try. 6 recipes for the paleo diet. You could blog about anything that interests you. And every time that you write a blog, this was a blog about non-kissing photography poses, so I thought would be interesting for people who maybe have restrictions, like, Mennonites or, different religious groups and that kind of thing. This is a personal post about my daughter getting bullied. This is a post about, why it's important to get in front of the camera as a photographer mom. Here's a recipe. So I have different things, and here's a blog post of a shoot, and I have the location. People can search me on Google. So everything that I have on my blog here, it says Old Town, Alexandria, Virginia, engagement session, Northern Virginia, wedding, couple. So before I even get to their name, I have about 10 or so search words that people are looking for. Wedding photographer, Alexandria, Old Town, Alexandria, wedding session, Northern Virginia, couple photographer, wedding photography. So all those things, I'm going to be up higher on Google ratings because of that reason, which is awesome. So that is the importance of a blog, why you need one, why it's important to have one. Every time I write a blog, I go and I pin myself. Okay, so I can pin myself here, follow us. You can follow us here on all the social media sites. So every time I write a blog, get out of that again. Oh, and I have the subscribe to me thing. That's what keeps coming up, so people can subscribe to me. Okay, so right here, the very, very end of all of my blogs, I have a picture of me that my 5-year-old took, which I love, and then I have how to find me on Facebook, how to find me on Instagram, how to find me on Twitter, how to find me on Pinterest. Right here, I can pin it. I can comment on it. Here, let me pin it right now. So every time that I do a blog post, I'm pinning it. They say try to do all your social media every day, once a day. For example, Instagram, I always post in the morning 1 or 2 pictures. And Facebook, I always do 1 or 2 posts. I always try to tweet every day. I try to make a YouTube video at least once a week. I try to be, you know, it's about getting the message out there constantly. For social media. A lot of people don't want to get in that game. They don't want to update their website. They don't want to be social and get it out there. Well, then you're not going to touch the clientele that you need to touch. The clientele are online. The clientele that you need are looking to see organic soaps. Being on social media will be a lot of legwork, but in the long run, it will really help you out. So on Pinterest, let's talk about Pinterest real quick. I have a lot of different boards. Pinterest, for those that don't know, is basically like different idea boards that you have, different, kind of like a cork board that you're pinning stuff to, like to save for later. Okay, so I have different boards. I have a kid and baby board. I have a photography board, family photo sessions, couples, weddings. And the more that I've pinned, the more that I've been invited to pin to other people's boards so that other people can see me, which is awesome. So that's a little bit about Pinterest, which is great. Facebook, let's hop over to my page. Here's my page. For Facebook, you see a lot of the same stuff that are on my blog. So there's just 3 or 4 different ways for people to see the same content. So some of your clients are on Instagram. Some of your clients are on Facebook. I will have to say there's different people that are in different social media circles. For me, I see a lot of moms, grandmas, older established people are on Facebook, which would be good for, you know, weddings and for that type of thing. And 99% of my business comes from Facebook, which is great because that's the kind of clientele that I reach is, you know, moms and like older moms with kids. On Instagram, it's a lot of teenagers, a lot of young people, a lot of millennials, maybe a lot of singles. So I get a lot of that, you know, maybe looking for a wedding photographer, looking for somebody to do photos for the first time that don't really know me. So that's awesome. On Twitter, I get a lot of corporate follows and tweets and retweets and different people, you know, for marketing connections. On Pinterest, I get a little bit of everything. Maybe people looking for ideas. With social media, let me tell you right now, it's all about tags. It's all about tagging your work. Like I said, by location. Every time that you post a blog post, do it by location. Every time you pin, do it by location. Do it by keywords that people are going to search for. So if you want, instead of just naming your post, you know, baby Claire photos, you know, nobody's really going to be searching for that. It's a very narrow search. So try to think of yourself like Google. How are people going to find you? How are people going to, if they're looking for, maybe instead of doing baby Claire, maybe doing, you know, newborn like Virginia Beach newborn photographer. So do that first. So people are going to search by that. So just think in the mind of a person searching. Like if I want to go on Pinterest, here we go. Let's look at Pinterest right now. Pinterest. So look, the world's catalog of ideas. Okay, so on Pinterest, which I get a lot of traction for Pinterest for my graphic designs, actually more than my photography. So let's type in Disney home decor. Disney quotes home decor. So that's what I'm going to search for because that's my niche. People. Okay, so Disney quotes home decor. So we have a lot of people. So when I would pin, and I want it to be hit by these people that are searching for Disney, home decor, and quotes. These are the type of things I'm going to try to title my work. Okay, so a lot of the stuff, oh, there's mine right there. Almost the top hit on Pinterest. Boom. I made that. That is on BuzzFeed. Somebody pinned that from BuzzFeed, which was great. Whenever you post anything to social media, make sure you're tagging it by location, by keywords that people are going to search for you. Make sure that you're doing your social media every day, once a day, even if it's like a little one photo, one post, one tweet, whatever. It's amazing how just over the course of a whole day, 30 minutes of social media time will greatly improve your searches on Google. I just Google myself by using a keyword that I've been pinning and I've been using for a long time. Disney movie quotes or Disney home decor. So you're going to find me a lot. So what do you want people to find you as? If you want people to find you as organic soaps or paleo recipes or Chesapeake CrossFit Gym or that kind of thing. So being able to use keywords for yourself while you're using social media and doing social media a lot, you're going to be able to find yourself and people are going to be able to find you. Using Pinterest is a huge secret weapon, I believe, that has helped my business a lot. Hey, buddy. It's helped my business a lot. And using Instagram now with the ability of having a business account, which is great. You can have a business account through Instagram that can put your contact info, your website, how people can find you, contact me here, all on your Instagram page. So I've been using it. I've been using that a lot. Instagram has been a really good secret weapon for me. And making sure you post every day, which is great. I use an app called Adobe Spark Post, which makes, so I use this app called Adobe Spark Post. It's a free app, and it's beautiful. You basically just take a photo. I mean, I'm a photographer, so I have a lot of stock photos and that kind of thing. So I just took a photo of some blackberries, and I have the social media icon right here of my mom's nonprofit. I have I'm organized 3 or 4 different social media accounts for different organizations, which is great. So Cindy Dennis Ministries is my mom's nonprofit, and I do one of these every day. I do a little quote, Instagram kind of looking picture, and then I put it on Twitter every day for her. So here, this is another way you can use Adobe Spark Post. It's a little animated text video, and that's completely free, which is great. So if you want something like special, 5% off, or bring a friend and get $10 off, or buy one get one free, or something like that. This is a great little tool that I use. You can save it to Instagram, you can save it to Facebook directly from the app. So that has been an awesome thing for me. A lot of different apps do text on photos, but Adobe Spark Post is my absolute favorite. It's so easy to do. You can make something in literally that took me 30 seconds to make, which is great. They have a lot of stock templates that you can do. So Facebook Live. Start doing Facebook Live. I started doing it with my mom's nonprofit, having her talk about her ministry and what she does and different teaching, biblical teaching. So this was recorded live every night. People can check in 7 p.m. live. So if you are doing something behind the scenes with me, or maybe a 30-minute workout session every Tuesday night when the kids are asleep, or maybe just an encouraging word or something that you're doing or something that you are making. Facebook Live is a great tool to get people involved, have people like and share your post right there as you're talking, which is great. You can answer questions live as they're watching the video. So that is a quick social media, how to do it, why it's important, why you should do it for your business, and what I do, my secrets to social media. So thank you very much, and this is Crystal Marshall from Marshall Art Studio Photography, and keep shooting.